Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That false start costly. Moves him back to the 9 now, 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up.
Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, you're already down on the scoreboard, and now, Charles, you go out there, very first play, throw the interception. At defense, they're going to have to bow up.
Yeah, and let's see how they handle this, because we always talk about reverting back to what you practice. When you practice these situations, it's called sudden change. You don't expect to be out there this fast, but you are. Do you go out there with poise, or do you go out there with panic? Panic could get you scored on again.
He's going up top for Taylor. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again. Rodgers. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
Aaron Jones.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. Caught by Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Good for a Green Bay Packer.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Aaron Jones.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And they've got the hookup. This is Olsen. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 50 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the 1st quarter. That was an important response for them to score, already down 21.
Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you react.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 39. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 41 yards. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Packers add on to their lead.
For the extra point.
Now, 1st quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Play action. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He lets it. And got his man. Complete. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st down, Seattle.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. The CD, taking a step back. We're 2 weeks into the season, and you already kind of get the sense that teams are beginning to separate themselves. If you look at the 2-0 teams, and remember, 62% of 2-0 teams ultimately make the playoffs. But Baltimore, Kansas City, Green Bay, Seattle, just to name a few, they look really good.
They certainly do, and in a lot of ways, those are the teams that we expected to be 2-0 at this part of the season. I mean, it's no major surprise. But how about Arizona being 2-0 as well? People talked about them getting better in the offseason. I don't know how many of us thought they'd beat San Francisco in the opener. They did. Then they jumped on Washington this week, and they are 2-0 as well.
Now, on the other side of the spectrum, we know the not good news about teams that start 0-2. The Giants and the Jets both there. Detroit, Cincinnati. So, again, maybe some more predictable names.
Certainly, they are predictable. Again, not a surprise for most of them, although many thought Detroit would be improved at this point. But how about a team that's 0-2 that went through a little bit of a difficult offseason like the rest of us, but even more so.
And this is caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touched it.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. Sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. Sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Running. Watching me ball, soon as I snap, hit it a pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine, they running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. Step on, spin move, in zone, go, sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off. Time I was down and out, had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be, playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast, a family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Read on with the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field, kind of drip is a skill, it's the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing just the heel.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
22-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. On the delay, Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Intercepted.
That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
A gain of 15.
They keep it with Penny on first down. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Tyler Urban on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Throwing is Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Oh, that was dangerous.
Intended for
threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
Second and 10.
Throwing again. Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They run for it with Carson. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Here's Carson.
First down.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
He's going to air it out for Dorsett. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett, and he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
First down, Seattle.
On first down, Wilson. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's second down.
It's now
second and 10 now from the 27. They go play action with Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. From the shotgun, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it.
Wilson.
It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown.
Rashad Penny with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Seahawks 14. Packers nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. That one, a first down pickup of 8. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jones with a nice gain there on first down as he takes his forward and call it a pickup of 6. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 2nd down and 4, Rodgers to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And 10 yards to go.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Rodgers. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That one good for 12 yards. And that'll make this a 2nd down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They run. It's Williams. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
This is it.
Punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He finds Dorsett, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of 19
It's another
yards.
first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big Dwayne Brown, the tackle, guilty there. Here's Wilson, operating from the gun. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Wilson will throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Mason Crosby.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
A free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house.
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable?
Oh, wide open, complete, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Philip Dorsett, 61 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Seahawks 21. Packers 14. Jason Myers to kick
after the
off.
touchdown. Here's Myers to boot it away. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Seahawks.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Adrian Amos with a pick.
Adrian Amos. Wilson's pass.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead, now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
1 yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Now Wilson to throw on third down. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 39. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Penny, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
And it's 3rd down.
They go play action now. Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Wilson.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. This is caught, and they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The end result, 21 yards. They'll try to run with Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 3rd down, Penny. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Now it's Rodgers. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
He'll get this to Lazard, and he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 13 yards on the pickup, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4.
14.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
2nd and 5.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Play action. It's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
1st down, Seattle.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off play action. Wilson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Rashawn Gary, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That's good for 28 yards.
At the 9-yard line.
And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
They set up the screen to Penny. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown.
For the extra point.
The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
14.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Still 15 yards to go, second down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Flush to his right. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively.
Incomplete.
From the 21, it's second and 10.
At the 21-yard line.
To throw again. Rodgers. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before?
And now here is another interception. Trey Flowers picks it, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Intercepted.
What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kevin King with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's got it at the 15. That goes for a gain of 31. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown.
The Packers.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So time definitely not in their favor, down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jair Alexander in from the corner to make the sack. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So the victory here for Seattle, and you've got to